Apple, 3 a.m.
Whether they're easy, difficult, lame, or fun, boss fights are just essential to video games. Without a boss fight, the segment you're playing through or the game itself just feels like a drag with no payoff. That big finish can really make for good or bad memories that you'll carry with you as a gamer. Here at Rotten Apple Gaming, we're gonna take a different route and we're gonna have a look at some of the weirdest boss fights we've come across. Some spoilers are ahead, so consider yourself warned. Ghost Train, Final Fantasy VI. To my recollection, I don't think I fought a dungeon as a boss in any RPG, but Final Fantasy VI rectifies that if that's what you've been looking for. So in the story of FF6, the Ghost Train carries the recently departed to the afterlife. As to how two very much alive humans, or three if you still have Shadow in your party, managed to get on this train is beyond me. But now they're stuck in there and have to make for the engine room to escape. You get to the front and the train itself tries to keep you as passengers. It might not be too weird, but the fight itself is most definitely extraordinary. Why, you might ask? Because you can simply do this. You just suplexed the train, bro. Why not just put Kefka in a full Nelson next time you see him and save us all a whole bunch of time? Toppo, Brave Fencer Musashi. I barely want to call this a boss fight, but it's necessary, as Toppo is one of the main villains in the game, and her fight is so different from any other boss, it needs a spot on this list. This is basically Dance Dance Revolution before it was ever a thing, with some Simon Says mixed in. She starts by jumping on platforms representing the face buttons on your controller, and when it's your turn to dance, you match them. Mess up the timing or the sequence, and you get blown away to get fried by the electric wall behind you. Get the pattern right 3 times and the fight's over. The fight is weird because you don't see it coming your first time through the game. You're at the enemy stronghold and you fight the other 2 members of the leader's force. Whether you're dodging Ben's barrage of bombs or Ed's totally not Kamehameha. You think to yourself, damn, these 2 are out there. I wonder how badass fighting Toppo is gonna be, but no, she just wants to dance. I mean, seriously? Slot Machine, Star Fox. Whether it's a joke boss or not, the Slot Machine is unlike any boss I've faced in any shoot 'em up I've ever played, and that's saying a lot because Parodius exists. I mean, Space Gorilla polygonal faces is one thing, but I gotta draw the line at colossal slot machines. You find this boss in the stage Out of This Dimension, which you find by lining up a shot in the asteroid belt on Route 3 of the game. I think the devs must have been dropping acid when they created this level because, well, just look. You get through the stage and the slot machine just enters stage left all nonchalant, as if it's not a slot machine in space. You can't really kill this thing, you're just playing the slots. You shoot the arm, the reel starts spinning, and depending on the result, the slot machine rotates to give you your payout. What's odd about this fight is that most of the machine's attacks actually heal you, making this boss damn near impossible to lose to. It does get annoying because of the randomness of the reels, and the only way to win is by getting all 3 sevens. The machine explodes and the credits roll. That's right, once this Vegas trip from hell ends, so does the game, as this is an alternate ending, if you even want to call it that. End credits, Nier Automata. Nier Automata is already a strange-ass game in its own right, but one I simply could not put down while I was playing it. Bosses were out there, the story was all over the place with little to no explanation, and let's not forget the 26 different endings in the game. It was pretty cool that each ending was associated with a letter in the alphabet, but we're looking specifically at the E ending here. So you beat the not-so-final boss and you still have to slog through the end credits, only to find out that you have to fight the end credits. This may look doable, and probably is doable if you're into Toho games, but soon enough you're in bullet hell and you're gonna die again and again and again. Once you die enough times, the game will ask you if you need help, but only if you're playing online. Some free advice? Take the help. You won't get through this alone, and that's by design. If that wasn't weird enough for you, wait till you learn how you're getting helped. The help comes from other players who sacrificed their game data to assist you in this fight. Once the smoke clears, it's up to you to decide if you want to be a part of the cycle. Again, at the cost of your save file. If this is the last thing you have left to do in the game, or you save scum, don't be a dick. Lend a hand and throw in some words of encouragement for a nice touch. Otherwise, you might want to keep your work.
I will show you why I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy.
Psycho Mantis, Metal Gear Solid. We could have gone with just about any boss fight from the Metal Gear series, but at the end of the day, Psycho Mantis takes the cake.
What's wrong?
The setup for this fight is just as awkward as the fight itself. This 90s raver-going perv tries to bait you into banging Meryl for God knows what reasons, then starts reading your memory card for any Konami games. He then goes on to shake your controller if you have a DualShock, which is not as dope as the memory card reading trick, but cool nonetheless. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The fight starts and you just can't touch this guy, as he floats around dodging your shots, grenades, punches, and to add insult to injury, he can't miss hitting you. I swear when I first fought Psycho Mantis, I thought my PS1 went bust when the screen blacked out, only to find out it's another one of Mantis' moves. Imagine being 12 years old and getting psyched out like that. Yo, that was spooky. The only way out of this battle is simple. Once Campbell tells you. Plug your controller into Player 2's port on your PS1. Mantis won't be able to read your mind, and you finally have a fighting chance. Easily the weirdest fight on this list. That's gonna do it for our list of unusual boss fights. What did you think of our picks, and what weirdo ass bosses have you fought? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like, subscribe, and smash that bell to stay updated on our future videos. Thank you all so much for watching.